We're going to move on, though, here to Jose Garza and Paul Freeland. We're going to send back up to Jake Digman for the official introductions.
The following contest is in the RFO flyweight division and is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com, official photographer of the RFO. Introducing first, making his way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome Jose Garza.
John, we go from middleweight to flyweight, and Jose Garza, 5'6", actually is listed taller than Ben Cook, who we saw 5'5" as a middleweight, 185 pounds in that last fight.
Yeah, and here he comes. He's 24 years old, fights out of Ohio. He's a really, really interesting cat. Had a chance to talk to him before the show. He's making his debut, but he's got all the confidence in the world.
And that's a lot of times what you know, when you talk to guys leading up to fights, the confidence factor is one of the things I usually try to hone in on and figure out, especially for a lot of these young guys that are making their debuts.
Yeah, and there's a thick line between scared, confident, and cocky. And I remember my first fight, I'll be honest, I was scared to death. I was absolutely terrified. But you get that first punch in, and something in your brain just goes, oh, okay, I could take it. All right.
There's that, and there's also the question of debuting fighters with the big adrenaline dump as well.
Yes.
You know, once you do get hit and you get in there after that first, 10 to 15 seconds, how do you maintain the stamina after those first few seconds? We're sending up to Jake Digman to bring out his opponent.
And his opponent, making his way down the aisle into the red corner, please welcome Paul Freeland.
And we see Paul Freeland now is going to make his way to the cage, and he has the advantage of having a couple of fights under his belt. We actually saw him back, it was 15 months ago, though, was his last fight. RFO Big Gun 16, the first fight at the Summit. Entertaining back and forth battle between him and Tyler Feller, and he had the upper hand at some points in that fight, and be interesting to see what kind of different fighter we see here now, almost a year and a half later from Paul Freeland here in his third fight.
Yeah, when he got knocked out in the second round, and one of the things that they always say is, once you get knocked out once, it almost seems, and there's no medical proof to this as we look at the tail of the tape, there's no medical proof. Are you more susceptible to getting knocked out again? However, as you mentioned, 15 months layoff. What did he do in those 15 months? Did he get fat and happy? I don't think so. I think he went back to the gym, back to the drawing board, and said, okay, I got 2 fights under my belt. Let's get back in the gym, and I'm going to come out ready for my third fight and wreak havoc. So I'm looking forward to him coming out here 1-1, making his second Big Guns performance
for RFO.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm sorry. Because he was at Big Guns 16, now he's at Big Guns 21. I fully expect an excellent performance out of Paul Freeland right now.
And we saw that he's also now 30 years old. 6 years the elder is Paul Freeland, although he's going to have a height disadvantage of 3 inches in this fight. Comes out of the Lancaster area, Lancaster Academy of Mixed Martial Arts, and one of the gyms that's been around seemingly forever now. They haven't had kind of the output of fighters that they had in years past, but still a gym that I know is one of the top gyms that is really just focuses specifically on mixed martial arts and really nothing more than that. So really one of those interesting gyms that only has the goal of producing mixed martial arts fighters.
Yes, so we will see what happens here. We got a couple of flyweights, and this should be fun.
Send it back up to Jake Digman here for the official introductions.
The following contest is in the RFO flyweight division, and it is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com, the official photographer of the RFO. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of Mansfield, Ohio. He weighed in at 124.5 pounds, representing Team Altercation, making his MMA debut. Please welcome Jose Garza. His opponent in the red corner, he fights out of Lancaster, Ohio. He weighed in at 123.5 pounds, representing the Lancaster Academy of Mixed Martial Arts with an MMA record of 1 win and 1 loss. Please welcome Paul Freeland. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and when the action begins, your referee is Mr. Jerry Poe.
Flyweight battle set here at RFO Big Guns 21. Jose Garza in the black, Paul Freeland in the black, white, and red, and Jerry Poe veteran referee, is the third man in the cage for this one.
And here we go. We expect to see with these flyweights, it's going to be fast and furious.
And you see Garza, you can immediately tell he has that length advantage here. There's a couple of shots, a 1-2 there, and Freeland immediately covering up. Garza throws a leg kick that lands.
One of the things I don't like early on is that Jose Garza, he's closing the distance. You've got the height advantage. Make the shorter opponent come to you.
He seems to be pretty wild here as well.
But Garza's doing a nice job. He's got his hands up, chin down, takes a leg kick.
You see in the first minute of this fight, even though Garza seems to be the more aggressive fighter, it seems like Freeland is more comfortable, more patient in there. There's a nice leg kick there from Freeland.
And we can already see we're only less than a minute into this first round, and Garza's already he's bruising up on that right leg, or excuse me, the left leg.
See the clinch here. Garza now pushes Freeland up against the cage. And I thought for a second with those overhooks that Freeland was going to have the advantage. Now looking for that guillotine. Throws one knee in the clinch. A couple of short body shots. Freeland now looking to get the fight to the ground. Doesn't have it completely on the ground, though. Now is in full
and he's
mount.
in full mount.
Now looking to posture up. Looks like he might be looking for an arm bar here. Garza's handing it to him with that right arm.
He's doing a nice job. He's got his hips high up on the body. Garza, the only thing he can do at this point, he's going to give up his back because he is really in a bad position.
Exactly, and also maybe potentially try to get into a scramble position where he can end up on top.
Looking for a guillotine.
And Freeland from full mount pulls guard to try to get this guillotine. It looks like I don't think he has this yet, though.
I don't think he's deep enough.
Interesting decision there from Freeland to pull guard from full mount to try to get a guillotine.
Yeah, he does not have this, and Garza's definitely going to get out. But, he comes right back.
Garza has control of that right leg, though, now of Freeland. As Freeland looking to sprawl and throws a couple of shots here. Just over 30 seconds left to go in this first round. Back and forth battle here with the flyweights.
And Freeland really, really looks comfortable.
Again, had control of the neck, but just gave it up.
And again, another leg kick, and you can see the bruising. It's visible on the left leg.
Another one there.
Oh, nice combo.
1-2 there from Paul Freeland, lands cleanly. Looks like the nose might be busted open of Jose Garza.
Yeah, and he's going to look for another leg kick.
Nice left hook there from Freeland as well, just a short little check hook. And Freeland drags him to the ground here. Short time left in the second round.
And if there was any question about that round in the judges' minds, that last takedown clearly puts it in the I got to have this 10-9 Freeland.
Exactly, and I think also with the mount position and the couple of submission attempts there, even though nothing was finished, I think that Paul Freeland definitely is going to get that first round from the judges. But Garza, as we mentioned, and a lot of these young guys they don't really know any better a lot of the time than to just go out there and go forward. And it a lot of times provides for entertaining fights.
Yeah, and pun intended, it's kind of like their attitude is go fight live. Just go. I mean, that's what they do. And here we see the replay. Here's the mount position, and he's got great position, but gives it up, and he's going to go pull a guillotine. Thought he had it, but it wasn't deep enough.
And one of the things training jiu-jitsu with Robbie Maloff down at Limitless Jiu-Jitsu is the biggest thing that you see from a lot of people in mixed martial arts is they try to crank back and sit back on that guillotine, where really you need to kind of crunch your body, do a crunch, and work that core, and that's the way that you finish that guillotine.
Well, you come from the Columbus area, and one of the most respected jiu-jitsu practitioners, Robin Giesler, he'll tell you your shoulders should never hit the mat in jiu-jitsu.
Exactly, and it looked almost like Freeland had that locked in tight, but just gave Garza just enough space to get his neck free out of that guillotine. Let's see if he is able to correct that here in the second round, if he gets back in that position.
And something to keep in mind, let's take a look at that left leg of Garza, because he has been getting pounded and he is already bruised just 3 minutes into this fight.
Garza, again, the aggressor, just coming straight forward and now backs up. Hasn't checked any of those kicks, though. There's a nice body kick, though, from Freeland. Freeland's starting to get comfortable now here in this stand-up. Has good boxing.
Another, and that
Leg
leg
kick,
is getting
straight right landed.
And that leg is getting just, and I think we might see the end right here. Freeland is just all over him at
Garza
this
turtles
point.
up here, though, looking to survive, and we see the nasty, just those blood vessels on that left leg busted open.
And he's just,
and Garza, though, he looks to be in pretty bad shape here, though, but is still just coming forward.
but Freeland just,
Big right hand there, just clipped Freeland. Another one. That was on the temple. If that was about 3 inches lower, Freeland might have went to sleep.
and we're right in front of it.
And Garza eats a nice stiff jab there.
And that left leg is just taking a beating.
That was a nasty body kick. And Garza just standing there.
And I
like
think
a
we're
zombie.
done. We're done.
You got to hand it, though, to Jose Garza. Took a ton of punishment there in that fight.
Yeah.
And just stayed in there.
And Jerry Poe did the right thing, and this is one of the things that, David, I love about mixed martial arts. These guys just kick the hell out of each other, literally. And what do? They hug immediately. I mean, there's no animosity. It's, hey, we're two amateurs in here. We're trying to make our name for ourselves. They go out there. They do their thing. Hey, you're the better man tonight. Congratulations. And that's it.
Exactly. Now Paul Freeland 2-1, coming back, and looks to be a guy to look out for on the flyweight scene. You see that big body kick there. That was the beginning of the end.
Temple shot, another good body shot.
One of the most underutilized techniques in mixed martial arts is those body shots, and those take a lot out of you if you can land them. And Freeland, his striking, I think, and the way that he put everything together in that fight, he looked like a different fighter. As you mentioned, taking that 15 months off and now coming back here and looking like a guy who has a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, he definitely didn't take those 15 months off to get fat and happy. He took those 15 months off, and he got better.
We're going to send it up to Jake Digman here for the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jerry Poe calls a stop to the action at 1 minute and 21 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Paul Freeland.
Let's hear it for both these guys. That was a great fight. Here with your winner, Paul Freeland. You showed a lot of patience, a lot of restraint. You were picking him apart with the leg kicks. He was touching you, you were touching him. Was that part of your plan, just to get him wore out with that being his debut fight?
Yeah, I just wanted to feel him out, work out my kicks, and worked out good. So
I think that's what stopped the fight, is you hit him with that big kick to the body. He was kind of starting to look for a way out, and you put it on him. Good stoppage by the ref. What's next for you, brother?
I'm looking to get back in here as soon as I can. So,
awesome showing, man. Let's hear it for your winner, Paul Freeland. Great fight, gentlemen.